one of the best examples I can think of as a coach was Sreesanth playing for India in Johannesburg against South Africa back in 2006. Sree was a young, fast bowler, very emotional character, very, very talented bowler. You know, he probably was the best exponent, one of the best exponents of the fast outswinger that I'd seen. But Sree was a very creative character, and he wanted to bowl bouncers, he wanted to bowl in-swingers, he wanted to bowl slower balls, and he would run up and bowl 6 different balls and over. And Johannesburg, through history, has been one of the best grounds in the world to bowl fast on. And I knew that Sree was going to be a very important bowler for us in that test match. So for the 3 days training before that test match, I stood at the top of his mark with him at training, and we just worked on his mental routine and his ability to bowl one ball at a time. And each time he came back to his mark, all I wanted him to do for this test match was to bowl fast, full outswingers. I didn't want him to mess around with slower balls, bowl the odd bouncer. Don't worry about the in-swinger, because his in-swinger was nearly 10 kilometres, I think about 8 kilometres an hour slower than his best outswinger. And for 3 training sessions in a row, I stood at the top of his mark and said, "What are you bowling this ball, Sree?" "Fast, full outswinger." "Good." I said, and we talked about it, you know, obviously before and after training and leading into the game. And I said to him, "I don't care what happens to the last ball. I just want you to go back and bowl another full, fast outswinger, just hitting the knee roll, which is going to be around about the top of off stump." And it was probably one of the most impressive performances of fast outswing bowling that I've had the pleasure to see over the years. I figured at any moment that he was going to break down mentally and decide that he was going to bowl an in-swinger or do something different. But for 2 innings, and I think he took 8 wickets in the game. Took 5 in the first innings when we bowled South Africa out for about 84, I think. He took 5 for 40 out of that 84, but he got Smith, Amler and Callis in both innings. Yes, as I say, it was one of the most impressive performances of fast outswing bowling that I saw. He bowled equally well in the Durban Test match, but I doubt that he would have done as well as that had he not prepared as well as he did for those 2 test matches. And so I think it's really important that we acknowledge the importance of the mind and the power of the mind